Safety in big truck operation.
Operating big lift trucks, those that lift over 10,000 pounds, is a big responsibility. Operating your lift truck with safety in mind is the responsibility you have. To those you work with, to materials you handle, to trucks that you drive, and to yourself. That's what this program is all about. You and your safety while working on the job. Let's start with you and your personal safety gear. Strict safety standards go into making a Taylor truck, but operators must practice safety on the job to make this superior engineering worthwhile. Therefore, only trained and qualified operators can drive a lift truck. Unauthorized personnel are not to ride at any time. Before operating a lift truck, be sure you know your company's safety procedures. Your foreman may give you an operator's guide of some kind. Safety glasses, earplugs, and a hard hat. You may not be required to wear all of these items, but steel-toed shoes are almost always a must. Check with your foreman about the right safety gear. He will tell you about your area's particular safety requirements. Big Red recommends, know the condition of your truck before you operate it. The maintenance and functions checks you should perform before starting to work will vary from company to company. But here are a few of the musts. Verify the cleanliness of your air filter. If it shows green, then it is ready for operation. Next, check the coolant level in the radiator. This can be done before you open the engine hood. Check the engine oil level. This can only be done when the engine is off. The engine oil level should be right on the mark. If it is not, it could damage the engine. Inspect the engine and radiator cap for cleanliness. Look for any water, fuel, or oil leaks. Also, check the condition of the radiator's hoses and give a gentle tug to the fan belt to test its tension. Remember, it is your responsibility to report anything that does not pass your inspection. The hydraulic oil level can only be checked when the forks are lowered. Once you have checked its level, be sure you refasten its cap securely. Knowing the rated capacity of your truck is critical. Although 30,000 pounds is this lift truck's rated capacity, its adjusted load capacity is 25,300 pounds at a 24-inch load center. And if your load center is longer than 24 inches, your truck's lifting capacity will be less. Let's continue with the outside checks by measuring the air pressure in your tires and checking their lug nuts for tightness. Remove any obstacles embedded in the treads of the tires. Next, give each fork a visibility check for general wear and cracks. Finally, check the lift chain's tightness and especially look for broken links. If links are broken, schedule your truck for repair immediately. Be sure your steps and the floorboards are clean. Start your engine. Check your oil, transmission, and air pressure gauges for the acceptable operational levels. And now that your engine is running, you can check your transmission oil. Next, test the hydraulics for their proper response. Leave your forks at a safe ground clearance level. Once you're comfortable, buckle up. Sound the horn. And then test your brakes. Now you're ready to begin your shift. In any lift truck operation, you must know your controls. You must be able to respond at any time. Leave a safe distance between you and the next truck. Because of the bulk and weight of a big lift truck, you must have good visibility at all times. Others could be maimed or even killed by the truck that you drive. Watch for pedestrians. Observe your yard's traffic rules. Always keep your speed under control. You can shift upwards on level ground, but only when conditions are safe. You never know when a hazardous obstacle will block your passage. When you make a temporary stop, use your parking brake. Again, this is only for temporary stops. Put on your gloves and move the object out of the road. The gloves will protect your skin from possible chemical reactions or cuts. When you return to your cab, take off your gloves. If you drive with them on, you will spread contaminants to the steering wheel and controls. Release your park brake and proceed with your work. If you question your load's weight and its center, stop to check it. Compare its weight to your lift truck's capacity. Check the width of the load against your truck's rated load center. If either the weight or the load center are too much, contact your foreman. After checking your load, straighten your mast and insert your forks slowly. Rest the load against the carriage and lift it to attain good ground clearance. Keep an eye open for its stability. Tilt the mast back and cradle the load. After looking behind you for driving clearance, begin to back up. Remember, your truck will steer from the rear, so fully clear the drive wheels before starting your turn. Make it smoothly and slowly. Be sure you have good visibility whenever you drive. If you cannot see clearly around a corner, stop, sound your horn, and proceed with caution. Going up an incline involves some adjustment to the load. Raise the forks up and tilt the mast back slightly to clear the side of the hill. Cradle your load against the carriage, come straight up the hill, and you'll be traveling safely. Approach the top slowly. Your visibility will be poor until you get over it. Balance is the most important thing to remember when operating your truck. With a short load, you can cross railroad tracks at an angle, but with a long one, your lift truck's wheels should hit each rail squarely. This will prevent the load from rocking your lift truck. When traveling down an incline with a load, again, your visibility and your load stability can be a problem. You can solve this by backing down the hill. You will be able to see where you're going, and your load will be secured. Never park or change gears on an incline, no matter which direction you're going. The flashing light and the backup siren on this TY520 alert anyone nearby that a load is coming. Both these items are optional features available for installation on any Taylor truck. As you leave the incline, don't let your load drag against it. Readjust it for clearance, then lower it for travel. To stack a load onto a high rack, stop short of the rack itself, then tilt the mast forward only until the load is level with its resting spot. Raise your load to the necessary height. Inch forward until the lift truck is close to the rack. Deposit the load. Slowly back away until the forks are cleared. Lower your forks to the proper ground clearance. In big truck driving, your visibility is critical, but it is equally important when you set your load down. Place all your loads in safe, convenient spots where they will not have to be moved again. Use another person when you need additional visibility to do this safely. To set down your load, retilt your mast, then lower the load. Look behind you for truck clearance and pedestrians, then back up to extract your forks. As you finish every shift, you should always fuel your tanks with the proper fuel. Never smoke in areas where fuel is loaded, and you will have completed a safe day's work for both you and others. Taylor wants you to be a safe lift truck operator. You have seen the procedures for operating a big lift truck with both ease and safety. Remember, a good, efficient lift truck operation is a safe one.